From the east, house of light, may wisdom dawn in us, so we may see all things in clarity. From the north, house of night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may know all from within. From the west, house of transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action, so we may do what must be done. From the south, house of the eternal sun, may right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. From above, house of heaven, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. From below, house of earth, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. Ayum Hunab Ku Eva Maya E Ma Ho. Ayum Hunab Ku Eva Maya E Ma Ho. Ayum Hunab Ku Eva Maya E Ma Ho. All hail the harmony of mind and nature.
Welcome to Soul Purpose Healing. I'm Viata, and I'm out here in the heart of nature, baby, as my friend Ralph Smart would say. I'm loving doing my show outside these days because I had such an echo in the room I was in. So I hope this is pleasant to your eyes and your ears, because there's a lot of crickets noise back here, but so far so good, because I don't hear any noise from the neighbors, or grandchildren are quiet right now. Blessings to all of you out there. And tonight we're talking about these amazing pieces of our body tonight, these beautiful, powerful hands. Have you ever thought about how powerful these hands are? Tonight we're going to focus on the hands. This is coming to me so strong the last couple of days about the hands, that I had to do my research and find some beautiful messages to help us remember the power of the hands. So let's get busy, and let me welcome you to Viata's Tiny House Village.
The kookaburra and ha. The kookaburra and ha. And ha kabusa and this order. Corona kookaburra's curdo and ha. The kookaburra and ha. The kookaburra and ha. I looked even dressed with mad pushalao. On the bed with bad the cool type of yow. The cook's a hopper, a car papa.
So that last house with the blue door was my major renovation project, my first renovation project on a house, a shed basically, that my landowner, where I had my tiny house on wheels, which is also in that video, and that was my first major project. He had to evict the owners of that shed because they were doing drugs and weren't paying the agreed fee to stay on his property. So he allowed me to go in and renovate. I hammered and pulled things out with a crowbar, and finally I painted the outside, and I'm like, this was a lot of fun. I learned a lot how to patch walls, how to get rid of old stuff. And so then I did one on my current place, transform this shed, which is now my office. I call it my office because that's where I do all my work from the Most High. So I am so grateful to be able to share these lessons that I've learned in this journey so far. And so tonight, a lot of lessons I've learned about these powerful instruments here. And I found a beautiful message from a brother about the secret about your hands. Because as we divorce the sick care system, it is happening. Doctors, nurses leaving that system, and med beds coming in. And if you have the money, and you can spend money on other technologies, other treatments, therapies. But if you don't have the money, guess what? Here's the power right here. And we're going to talk about that tonight. And I hope you'll share any experiences you've had with these tools that are so powerful. I want to just give a quick confession about my own healing with my hands. And in my senior years, I visited a gynecologist about 7 or 8 years ago, just wanting to get my pap smear and all the stuff we were told we needed. And this woman told me I had a prolapsed uterus. I had all these things going on. She had steroids. I really did try and get the prescription filled, but Spirit said that's not going to happen because I had more trouble trying to get the generic brand and all that. So long story short, I said no to the prescription, and I did my research to find out what do I do about that stuff down there that's kind of dropping, okay? And I found out, number one, my estrogen was low, so I need to do things to raise my estrogen because as you get older, you don't need to make babies. So your estrogen hormone drops. That's what estrogen is about, producing a body that can have babies. Don't need that, so your body knows what to do. So I did more fermented soy. I did more essential oils. But the key was these hands. So every night, and I'm not talking about doing any heavy stimulation and down there. I know how to do that, but to heal that part of me, I decided to send love through this tool. I love you. So I started using a cream formula around the outside. I started testing to see if there was any sensitive areas, and I put the cream on there. But the main practice that I do practically every night is stir up the energy in these tools and lay them on my reproductive area, yoni area, and send love and breathe. Love, sending love, love, healing, breathe, love, love, and just lay there at night and go to sleep, basically. And then maybe do a little massage, not with any intention to get excited or anything, just loving on that part of me. And I have to confess that when I examine myself, confession here, I don't have any sensitivity, no pain, no nothing. It just feels natural. Smells good too. You can smell down there. So that's my confession, that I started realizing how powerful these are. And so I want to share a video, of course. I always try and find teachings or information or knowledge from other YouTubers or people that I listen to, like Ralph Smart on Infinite Waters. Whoever is giving me information, truth. Because truth is really what's behind the healing. And this brother is going to give you a message about these hands that even I got some awareness about. A letter in the Hebrew language, for one, which we're going to talk about, because there's 2 letters. He's going to tell you about one letter, but I'm going to tell you about the letter that means hands in the Hebrew, and how powerful it is to be aware of that, because your consciousness, your awareness of words that we use for these tools is part of the healing and the transformation. that we're talking about tonight. So we're talking about the power to heal, transform, and renew in these hands. Whatever dis-ease, uncomfort, symptoms, inflammation you're going through, tonight is a moment to let in the truth about how your body responds to your intentions in these tools. Powerful, powerful tools here. So let's start tonight with sharing you this beautiful message from a brother that I just happened to find. Actually, this morning I found him. I was searching for spiritual messages about the hands, and this guy showed up right away. So here's the secret about your hands they keep from you. So I want you to hear this. You might want to take some notes, and I'm going to pause it as usual as I want to emphasize some of the things that this brother is saying. So here we go.
After this video, I'm going to tell you, you will not joke about your hands anymore. Your hands speak so much about your life. Your hands has so much codes, information that God has put it all in your hands. And what's interesting is this.
Now notice he flashed the numbers there, which ties into his message about the language of the universe. Because once you become aware of the power in the hands, you're going to see the connection of numbers as another energy in the hands.
What's within your hands is a signature God placed in your hands. This is why you see on your hands, you see like a little, like an M. You see like an M or like a W on your hands. I want you to look at your hands right now. What's on your hands right now, people? It is the Hebrew letter called Shin. S-H-I-N. Shin. And every letter in the Hebrew carry its meaning. But that letter Shin, the Hebrew letter Shin that's right on your hands, this means the name of God. When you see the priests, how God used them in the Old Testament to bless the people in the name of God, these people, when they blessed them, and you see this in your Bible, when you read your Bible, they didn't just bless them like, oh, I bless y'all, and that's it, like he just prayed over them. No, God had a way that he worked out the blessings through the priests to bless out the people. And with the priests, they knew an ancient wisdom, a heavenly wisdom from God. And this came through the Aaronic priesthood, which is they use hand gestures. The hand gesture they use was Shin. And this is the hand symbol they use, like this. They bless the people like this. They would stretch over their hands and they would bless the people using this hand sign. And I'm going to read it in your Bible. In the Bible, Numbers 6:22 through 27. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying on this wise, ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. When you read that, the Bible says, they shall put my name. He's speaking to the Aaronic priesthood.
Now, this is a blessing I've been praying over my grandchildren since they were born, actually. But if you hear what he's saying, they put the name over the people of Israel. Now, if you look at this prayer, the Lord, the Lord, the Lord, that is not the name of the Creator, okay? They took the name out 7,000 times. They took the name. Do your homework on, don't believe me. Don't take my word for this. They took the name of our Creator out of the Bible 7,000 times, and they replaced it with what? The Lord. So instead of the Lord, when this prayer is spoken like this, Yivarekaka Yahuwah, Yahweh, that's the name that is given in ancient scriptures. And Yahuwah spoke to Moses saying, speak unto Aaron. And so the prayer goes like this in the Hebrew language of the name. When he says they put the name Yahuwah over it, Yivarekaka Yahuwah ve'yishmareka, Yair Yahuwah ve'yishmareka, Yair Yahweh Pana Valeka Vikuneka. Pana is hand in Hebrew. Pana Valeka Vikuneka, Yisa Yahuwah Pana Valeka ve'yishimleka Shalom. They shall put my name upon the children of Israel and bless them with peace. So that's the what's missing in the scriptures that man took out. They put the Lord in there 7,000 times. So this brother is giving us the elemental teaching that brings in the power of the hand that the priest used over the Israelite children.
They shall put my name upon the children of Israel. When you read your Bible, you should be asking, when God's telling them this, how is these people going to put God's name on the children of Israel? People, the way they put God's name on the children of Israel when they bless them is through this hand sign. And I'll tell you, this hand sign I'm showing you, many churches don't even know what this is. This hand sign right here, this hand sign can work. Oh, Jesus. This hand sign can work special manifestation. A gift I want to give to you is this. If you are facing financial struggles in your life, this is what I want you to do. This shin, this represents the letter shin in the Hebrew letters, which is the name of God. When you put this on your head, oh, Jesus, when you pray over yourself and you just speak in tongues, speak over your financial issue, speak blessings over your life, speak financial blessing of your life. I'm telling you right now, what you are doing, you are blessing yourself in the name of God. Because we see how the priests, the Aaronic priesthood, when they bless the people, they use this sign. Speak over your situation. Do this for 7 days. May you see financial change in your life in the name of Jesus. And may you come back and testify of the goodness of the Lord.
So that brother gives us an introduction to the hand. And oh, it's my light. I'm because as it gets darker, I usually fade. I hope that, what do you think about that message so far? It's kind of a religious, traditional message, but so much truth in that. I wanted to just share with you how he's showing us the value of the hands being used. And I want to bring out the message he's bringing with the letter shin, okay? Which actually means tooth or sharp. If you look at the meaning in Hebrew, that letter means tooth or sharp. But his message is saying, well, the hand signal that the priest used to show the live long and prosper Hebrew name of for Lord, for Yahweh, may Yahweh, they give the Aaronic benediction, which the priest would hold out their hands in the position to do what? The benediction. This is an ancient practice that is actually still used in many religious organizations. And another point I want to bring out, he gives you a prayer to pray over yourself. But I guess I said truth is the key to this message. And I'm going to bring out more truth because he's at an elementary, he's at an elementary Sunday school level, but he wants to share with you the secret of the hands. And the secret began in the temple. In the temple, remember, this is the temple right here. This head, body, hands, tools, links. This is the temple. So it begins your healing and the Aaronic benediction. Aaron was the priest. Guess who's the priest today? You and me. And when we take on what? the mind of our Creator, the mind of Yeshua. So when he says, pray over you in the name of Jesus, we got to bring out the truth of the letter Yud. Now, the letter Yud, the first letter of the Tetragrammaton means hand. This is where the hand, the meaning of hand really comes forth, is in the Hebrew letter Yud, which starts Yud He Vav He, which is the Hebrew the letters for Yahuwah or Yahweh. It's so important that we bring in truth at this moment, because the Yod makes the Y sound as in yellow, and it replaces the English J. There was no such letter in the Hebrew letter language. So when people talk about Jesus, the letter is a Yod, which is Yah, Yahushua, Yahshua, Joseph, Yosef, John, Yochanan. So as we grow in truth about the scripture, about this temple, about our environment, our lives, the hands are vibrating with a frequency of love and truth. As this mind takes on truth like Yeshua, not Jesus, but Yeshua, because J is not in the Hebrew alphabet. And we all know, if we've studied the Bible, the man who walked on the earth as the Messiah was not an English man. He was not a Greek man. He walked in the Hebrew Aramaic tradition. Yahshua, the letter Yud is a hand. It means hand. So the beginning of the energy that helps you transform, heal, and renew in your body, it begins with truth of Yud, hand. So if we accept the truth of the Bible that shows us the Hebrew letters, every Hebrew letter has a meaning to it. And that's how you can translate Yod He Vav He or Yahshua. It is the hand of the Creator Yahweh. Now, loving the hand that transformed, the power to heal, transform, is in the temple. The priest dwelt in the temple in the Old Testament as the authority of the Creator. They were working on behalf of the Most High Yah, the Most High God, Creator. So guess what? In the temple, when they're using these hand signals, and see, the elite know about all this. They know about the power of all this. So you see these things, these symbols that they stole. In fact, in that video, he talks about how these symbols were stolen and they're used in a more demonic or negative way to bring about, influence the behavior, the power around you, and so forth and so on. But with us, in the consciousness, in the awareness of who we really are, and what these tools were given to us in the womb, they were knit together. The hands were knit together by a very powerful force of energy from the seed and sperm coming together. The energy that knit these hands together was all about what? Love. It was all about love. So as we take on the truth of the construction in these hands, we become so powerful to use these hands for all kinds of magic, all kinds of manifestations, all kinds of transformations, renewal in this temple, because we become the priest when we have this awareness, a consciousness of who we really are. Hello, I'm the priest, you're the priest. I am sovereign in my state of awareness. And sovereignty, I'm reading this amazing book. She's talking about entities in her life and how she got through a dark period of her life. And she's talking about when you have sovereignty, you don't have to worry about entities and devils and all that stuff, darkness. She came into an awareness of the power in her sovereign state, which is a truth and being aligned with the truth of who we really are, devils don't bother her. They don't bother me. They don't bother you. When you are aligned with the truth. So I want to share one more video about I actually have two. The spiritual meaning behind your hands. Okay? And any hand problems that you might have. Okay? So this short clip just reminds us how there is so much meaning in these appendages called the hands. And it's only about, let's see, a minute and a half maybe. So let's take in this truth. I believe it's a truth about when you have hand problems, what it indicates.
The spiritual meaning behind having issues with your hands. Hi, my name is Caroline. I'm a self-healing coach, and I have this series here on TikTok where I explain the spiritual meaning behind an illness or a pain. Today, we're talking about your hands. I'm going to talk about your left hand, your left arm, and your right hand, right arm. And there's a big difference in both of these. When we look at our energy field, we can see that we receive with our left. So we take in energy with our left side, and we give energy with our right side. If you have issues with your left hand, mobility, whatever it may be, or you hurt yourself always at your left hand or your right arm, but especially your hand, it's because you're having issues with receiving energy, allowing yourself to receive help, to receive offerings, to receive gifts. This is blocked. If you're having issues with your right hand, you're not able to give. You have maybe fear of losing energy, of trusting the wrong people to give a part of you to them. Okay? So right side, right hand is giving, releasing. You hold on to everything because you fear that you might not have enough. If you have issues with your hands, be aware of that throughout the day. So if you have left hand issues, for example, be aware throughout the day how you react when someone offers you help, or someone wants to gift you something, or someone buys you something for free, or pays for you in advance. How does that make you feel in your body? And the same goes with your right.
We're going to take our power back tonight because the sick care system, our parents, our relatives have taken away our power by telling us giving us information throughout our life that wasn't true. And for me, this journey is all about discovering the truth in this life that we're on. We're discovering that just about everything the government has told us is a lie. Everything the medical sick care system has told us is a lie. And so we're just day by day developing our own intuition, our own power, taking this power back and realizing that all the lies are interfering with these hands bringing healing. That's because if your body is flowing from the brain on, this is the command center, right? From the brain on, if you're believing lies, experiencing lies, speaking lies, acting in lies, then you're limiting the power of your hands because it's all rushing through these appendages. So, trigger warning on this next video. I had to talk about this part of the hands and the problem or the challenge that we have, especially women, of purifying these hands. If you want to bring back the power to your hands, purify your temple like the priests were doing in every way, then there's some choices that we can make to purify these hands. Trigger warning coming. Because I know this truth may be a little difficult for some women out there who are not ready to give up the beauty practices that they have in their life And I'm going to show you how you can keep that beauty practice, but in a better, more pure way. So let's check out this very educational video on your nail polish, in how it gets inside your body and could be interfering with the purity of your blood, in fact.
A key chemical used in many gel polishes, the nail polishes that folks get, and other cosmetics, is now banned in the European Union. Leaders say TPO is potentially toxic to humans.
A chemical in your nail polish was detected inside your body 10 hours after you painted your nails, not inhaled, absorbed directly through your nail bed into your bloodstream. Duke University and the Environmental Working Group tested 26 women. They found a 7-fold increase in a hormone-disrupting metabolite called DPHP just 10 hours after a single application. The chemical responsible is called triphenyl phosphate, and it is in one of the best-selling nail products at every drugstore in America right now. 7 nail polish brands with concerning ingredients, 3 that are genuinely clean. No sponsorships. Number 7, Revlon Nail Enamel. About $7. Credit to Revlon. They removed formaldehyde and toluene. That puts them ahead of where the industry was 10 years ago. But the current formula contains benzophenin 1. This is a UV stabilizer that prevents the polish color from fading in sunlight. It also acts as an endocrine disruptor. Studies show it mimics estrogen in the body. The formula also contains polyethylene terephthalate. That is a microplastic.
Did he just say it mimics estrogen? Oh my goodness. So here we have a nail polish interfering with hormone production in the body. And as if you watched my show on Friday, we were talking about the thyroid and how it's a messenger to produce certain hormones. So this one product, nail polish, this one practice that so many women are doing, is interfering with your hormone production. Let that sink in.
In your nail polish, on your fingers, that you touch your food with, touch your face with, touch your eyes with. Number 6, Essie. About $10. Essie markets itself as 8 free. That sounds impressive until you read what is still in the formula. Tosilamide epoxy resin. This is the film former that gives Essie its signature glossy finish. Approximately 6.6% of the population is allergic to this ingredient. It causes contact dermatitis, red itchy skin, eyelid swelling from touching your face after painting your nails. The benzophenin 1, same endocrine disruptor as Revlon, and buried near the bottom of the ingredient list. Talc, in a nail polish, the same mineral at the center of 67,000 active lawsuits. Number 5, OPI Original Nail Lacquer. $12. I have to be fair here. OP made genuine progress. Their newer lines like Nature Strong are 9 free and vegan. They removed TPHP, ethyl tosilamide, and the entire toxic trio. But the classic original lacquer line that has been on shelves for decades still uses tosilamide formaldehyde resin in many shades. That is the same allergen causing eyelid dermatitis in Essie. If you buy OPI, check which line you are grabbing. Nature Strong is clean. Original lacquer still has resin concerns. Same brand, different chemistry depending on which bottle you pick up. Number 4, any gel manicure using HEMA. This includes gelish, DND, and most standard salon gels. HEMA is hydroxyethyl methacrylate. It is the monomer that makes gel polish stick to your nail and cure hard under UV light. And it is causing an allergy epidemic. If uncured gel touches the skin around your cuticle before you put your hand under the lamp, HEMA can penetrate your skin and trigger a permanent immune response. Once you are sensitized, you do not just become allergic to gel nails. You can become allergic to dental fillings, joint replacement adhesives, medical devices that use the same acrylate chemistry. The EU restricted HEMA to professional use only because the risk of DIY application is too high. And then there is the UV lamp. A 2023 UC San Diego study published in Nature Communications found that a single 20-minute session under a UV nail lamp cause 20 to 30% cell death. 3 sessions cause 65 to 70% cell death with DNA mutations identical to those found in skin cancer. If you are learning something new, hit subscribe. No nail polish brand sponsors this channel. Let us keep going. Number 3. I am not naming one brand here. I am naming an ingredient hiding in multiple brands. Benzophenone 1. It appears in Essie, Revlon, and Sally Hansen. 3 of the biggest nail polish brands in America all use the same endocrine-disrupting UV stabilizer. This chemical absorbs UV light to prevent color fading, but it also absorbs through the nail bed. Once in the bloodstream, it mimics estrogen. Studies link chronic exposure to thyroid dysfunction and reproductive concerns.
Oh my goodness. This is totally news to me about thyroid disruption. If you watch my show on Friday, Dr. Artis pointed out that the medication that is prescribed for thyroid is number 3 on the most described medications given last year. Number 3 is a thyroid medication. Now here we're listening to a message about the chemicals in nail polish that are disrupting the thyroids and so forth. So what it says to us, and I do say us women and even some men who are polishing their nails, whatever, that you are choosing to disrupt your thyroid production. And I know there are a lot of women who don't even use nail polish. They put on these, they glue on these nails now because there's so many attractive nails, creative nails that you can take on and off. Lou Nail is one who I think about, the comedian. She's always got these amazing nails, but she's a performer. She's a comedian and so forth. But for the average woman who wants to use their hands in a powerful way, think twice about the nail polish or even the nails, because guess what the glue is doing?
3 of the top 5 drugstore nail brands all use the same hormone disruptor. The problem is not one brand. The problem is an industry standard that the US has not caught up to restricting. Number 2. Any nail polish still containing toluene or formaldehyde. The good news is most major US brands have removed these. The bad news is they still exist in cheap imports, dollar store brands, and unregulated products on Amazon and TikTok Shop. Toluene is a neurotoxin. It crosses the placenta. High exposure during pregnancy is linked to low birth weight and developmental delays. Formaldehyde is classified by the IARC as a Group 1 known human carcinogen. It causes nasopharyngeal cancer and leukemia with chronic exposure. Washington State banned it from all cosmetics effective September 2025. If your nail polish costs $2 from a brand you have never heard of, flip it over. If toluene or formaldehyde are listed, throw it away immediately. Number 1. The most concerning nail product on mainstream drugstore shelves. Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Top Coat, $6. This is not a fringe brand. This is not an import. This is Sally Hansen, one of the most trusted names in nail care. At every CVS, Target, and Walmart in America. The ingredient list contains triphenyl phosphate, TPHP, listed as the 7th ingredient. TPHP is a plasticizer that replaced DBP after DBP was identified as a reproductive toxicant. The replacement is not much better. A Duke University and EWG study tested 26 women. They painted their nails with polish containing TPHP. Within 10 to 14 hours, researchers detected a 7-fold increase in the TPHP metabolite DPHP in their urine, 7 times higher, from a single application. When they repeated the test with participants wearing gloves on synthetic nails, the levels did not rise, proving the chemical absorbs directly through the nail bed, not through inhalation, through your nails. TPHP is documented to disrupt hormone regulation and affect metabolism. You absorb it every time you paint your nails. And Sally Hansen puts it in a product designed to be applied on top of every manicure you do. The ingredient list also contains benzophenone 1. the same hormone disruptor we already discussed. Plus, alcohol denat as the second ingredient, which dehydrates and damages the nail plate. $6. A hormone disruptor absorbed through your nails within 10 hours. Another hormone disruptor on top of it, and drying alcohol as the second ingredient in the most popular quick-dry top coat in America. 7 concerning products. Now 3 that are genuinely clean. Safe number 3, Ella plus Mila, $11, 17 free. No TPHP, no benzophenone 1, no tosilamide resin, no toluene, no formaldehyde. Apita certified vegan and cruelty-free, available at Target for $11, the same price as the polishes on the avoid list. Proof that clean nail polish does not have to cost more. Safe number 2, Zoya, $12, 10 free, verified TPHP free, verified ethyl tosilamide free, 550 colors, the biggest shade range of any clean nail polish brand on the market. Professional grade performance without the professional grade toxins. If you want the widest color selection with the cleanest chemistry, Zoya is the gold standard. Safe number 1, Tenovertin, $15, 8 free, no TPHP, no ethyl tosilamide, no formaldehyde resin. The formula is specifically designed to strengthen your nails while you wear it, not just color them. It gives a gel-like cushioned finish without HEMA, without UV lamps, without the permanent allergy risk. And when you are done with the bottle, Tenovertin runs a recycling program to properly dispose of and recycle old polished bottles, caps.
So there you have it, ladies. There are some better choices to help avoid the hormone disruptors that come in most nail polishes. Now, even if you're using those healthier brands, I use nail polish, but I only buy the nail polish from the health food store. I'm trusting the Mineral Fusion is the brand that I use. And I don't keep that nail polish on for long. Because what I found the first time I even used nail polish, that it was blocking my oxygen absorption. I actually felt like I couldn't breathe the first time I used nail polish years ago. So anytime you cover these nails, you're interfering with oxygen absorption in the body. So someone is saying, let's see, Kwame says, be wax and buff. Thank you. That's a much healthier alternative is to use. I think he's saying use beeswax and then buff your nails to make them shine. Because what we have done, ladies, is bought into the lie of the matrix, that the way you can feel better about yourself, look more beautiful, is to put on these colors on your nails. And I have to say, I'm impressed by some of the nails that I see on women. I'm like, whoa, those are beautiful. When I'm at the grocery store, if one of the cashiers has beautiful nails, I compliment her, because I'm not going to be lecturing her about her health and nails at the grocery store. I go to the grocery store to lift up those workers, not in any way to criticize them, judge them. My son and I were having a discussion as we were walking with the grandkids about judgment. I said something about a house that looked like it was abandoned because the grass was all up to the knees or higher, and no cars in the driveway. And the statement was, well, you're making a judgment, and that's not good, is what he was implying. I'm like, about a house? Really? Anyway, people are very sensitive many times when I speak my truth about something I see that I'm being in judgment. But let me tell you something. The priests in the temple, they judged the hell out of everybody. That's how they kept order in the temple, is like being truthful about what is going on around the temple. That was their job, to judge everything, discern everything. And then a lot of people got triggered, as in my own life, people get triggered when you speak your truth. They don't like to hear the truth. So I know that maybe, I would assume, which is wrong, I would guess that some women might be offended by this message about nails, but I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. And that's what came to me today, is to make sure I mention the nail polish, because and even the fake nails that people take on and off, the glue itself is going to harm your blood. Believe me, whatever it takes to stick those nails on your fingers is going to get into your bloodstream. So, Kwame, thank you very much for that message. Beeswax and buff. That's what we got to do if we are going to take advantage of these appendages and the power that's in these hands to heal our own body. As my testimony was, I've healed my reproductive yoni area with my hands and my mind and my words. And so I want to play again, whatever you're going through in your body that's challenging. It is so important that you memorize. I would say you should memorize this song that Stephen made for us. He made it for us and anybody else who listens. I'm almost memorizing it, and I play this song every night and every morning. I do my joint rolling in the morning with Steve's song, and I don't have any pain in my body right now. I haven't had pain for a while. I used to get pain in my right leg all the time, which means, what she said about right and left is true for me. But I've memorized this song, and if you want to change the energy, the inflammation, the fire, put out the fire in your body, I hope you'll take the advice of the lesson we got on the nail polish. Find those brands that are healthier for sure. Wear them and then take them off. If you don't need to wear any nail polish for a long period of time. I don't care how healthy it is. Coloring your nails and leaving it and blocking the flow of oxygen will not bring you the most power in these hands that you need to heal whatever. If you have cancer, I don't care what disease you have, using this song, this music that I'm going to play, and your hands will bring healing, that I guarantee. And if you're having trouble, if you're struggling with that's what I'm here for, is to offer you help and a partnership that I give on my website. If you are struggling, I offer a partnership to help you for 6 weeks for a set price. Go to my website and we'll get all this taken care of, because it's all about awareness and consciousness. Knowledge, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And I pray that this knowledge will help you thrive and survive. Not just survive, but thrive. When you have this type of knowledge, you're going to thrive and heal. So my ebook, From Fear to Faith and the Master Design, is available for $8. If you send me $8, and I will send you my ebook that helps you understand how people get disease and how to prevent it. And then send me a Cash App. That's how you get the book. If you send more than $8, I'll send you also the book, Vegetable Soup for Women, and my book on tiny house village product, how I got into the house and how I maintain it. But this song, I want you to try and memorize this song, because it's so powerful. Because your thoughts, number one, are going to be changed when you have any struggle in your body. The words are going to change your body, and the music that Steve put together is a certain hertz frequency that will help change, renew, restore your cells. So listen to this, and if you need to come back to this, or if you're interested in getting the whole playlist that he made, put your phone number here, or send me an email or a text if you have my number. But let's listen to this as we close, as one of the most powerful tools you have along with your hands to heal this temple, like the priest that you are. Here we go. Let me turn it up. That might help. Whole and complete. That's all we need. and complete. Use your hands. I'm healthy, whole, and complete. Healthy, whole, and
My
complete.
subconscious mind listens to me. It is happy and joyful to work on healing me. My subconscious mind can't tell the difference between what is real and what I am vividly imagining, feeling, and speaking over my life at this very moment. In other words, my subconscious mind, my body is believing everything I am speaking, feeling, imagining in my mind. Whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just speak it, the truth.
So when I repeat, I am healthy, whole and complete. I am healthy, whole and complete. I am healthy, whole and complete. My subconscious mind is believing it all, create exactly what I am speaking, feeling, and imagining internally within me. And for that reason, I will continue to speak, feel, imagine, and believe that my body, subconscious mind, is healing me positively and automatically internally. It's like a triggering mechanism within me, promising me what I am speaking, feeling, imagining, and believing. A secret button being activated within my subconscious mind. My body, it's happening within me. I believe it. It's working. I am doing it. I have everything to gain. I am totally believing it wonderfully. I am healthy, whole and complete. I am healthy, whole and complete. I speak it and imagine it. I am continually believing on my subconscious mind to bless me within. I am feeling great. I am excited. My body is healed. I am strong and vibrant all over my body. It is awesome. I am feeling healthy. Healed internally and externally. Praise the Lord. I am healthy.
So that is the music. Those are the words that you need if you are struggling in any way with your health. Those words, those music, transform your brain. Now, EFT is what I use all the time to balance my emotions, my body, everything. And when you use, again, your hands, body talk, when you talk to your body and use your hands, if you're sending pure light, pure love with your hands, you're going to see a change and a transformation. And Kwame says a tribal electric nano generator based on human fingernail to harvest and sense body energy. They're using your parts to do things that they want to do. People are you. I think that's what that means, Kwame. If you want to elaborate, I think that are a part they're harvesting body parts in every way, because the elite know what's going on, from the letters, the Hebrew letters, to the energy that our body puts out. They know, the elite know what's going on. We have been lied to, and the truth is coming out. So that's what we're all about here in the village, is bringing forth the truth. And Robert Young says, touch with essence of copper, brass, and silver. That's why I usually have a ring on every finger, because my jewelry is functional. Guess what? These earrings are copper. Thank you, Robert Young, for mentioning the metals. And I'm sure Kwame could say something about the stones. So along with our hands, we have metals that we can put on our fingers that should be functional. Copper, I have copper rings, I have silver rings, I have this ring has a turquoise stone in it. We use these stones from the Creator. We use metals, copper, brass, silver. We use these metals. I think Robert wears a copper bracelet and silver. We use these metals to enhance our body's performance, because this is a temple full of energy. So when you use the copper, the brass, and the silver, guess what? You're going to enhance the healing. You're going to transform. You're going to strengthen the body. So don't just wear jewelry that's pretty. Forget it. If you have any health issues, you should be very, very conscious of using copper or silver, gold, brass. All those metals are going to help balance the body. And that's what this show is all about, balancing this temple, so that we can what? So we can prosper in this earth journey. We don't want anybody suffering in this earth journey, especially in the village. We don't suffer. We're thriving, we're healing, we're restoring, we're renewing, and we are especially renewing our mind here, because our minds were taken in kindergarten and Sunday school. And we're renewing and getting them back by learning the truth. And so I hope this message about your hands will help you make different choices. In fact, every night you can say, thank you for my beautiful, healthy, healing hands. That's going to work for you in the future, to be able to lay hands on, tap through any challenges you have, and let go. Let go of the lies. Let go of any weaknesses in the brain that says I'm not enough. You are enough. We just have to transform our thinking and the programming that we have had for so many years that has kept us weak. So thank you all so much for joining me this evening. The moon is beautiful tonight. I wish I could show it to you. It's about, okay, we have a half moon tonight, so it's waxing. Take advantage of the moon energy as it waxes and becomes full, because that's also part of your hand regeneration, restoration, and strength, is to tap into the moon. Tap into the moon energy when it's full and when it's waxing, especially. One thing you're going to find out, if you have parasites, those parasites are going to be more active as the moon gets fuller. So do some parasite cleansing. Eat more pumpkin seeds. Use castor oil around your navel during the moon cycle of waxing, because those parasites don't like the castor oil around your navel. It gets into your navel, and that's very healing. Put a cloth around there. There's so many things. We'll talk about that on another show. But honor the moon energy by blessing your body to complement and align with the moon energy when it's showing you, I'm here to help you. I'm waxing strong. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. This whole earth is here for us. But man, in their evil wickedness, has corrupted just about everything on planet Earth. Let's see, we got another comment here. She says, Kimya says, I have a few copper bracelets, one hand, and silvers on the others for years. Woo! go, you go, you go, you go. Kimya, you go. That's what we do now in this season of consciousness raising. We wear jewelry for purpose, for healing. We have purposeful jewelry. We don't just wear pretty stuff. No, no, those days are done because the elites and the powers that should not be are using your vanity. That's what nails are all about. They're tapping into your vanity to say you need more nails. You need these beautiful jewelry. You need this, you need that. We get all these commercials, all these advertisements on Facebook and everywhere that say you need that purse. You need that expensive $1,000 purse. No, I make my own. You need that jewelry. Let's see. She says helps with absolutely helps with radiation and EMFs. That's one of the things you learn about orgonites. Thank you, Kimya. You're absolutely right. Helps with radiation. No entities, no radiation, no EMFs can touch this body when you are protecting it with stones and metals like an orgonite. If you've ever seen the triangle orgonite, excuse me, those beautiful pieces of art are meant to protect you. So guess what? When you do what Kim is doing and what I'm doing and so many people are doing, wearing the copper and the metals, you're protecting this temple. And then your hands can easily lay hands. If you have a toothache, here's what you do when you have a toothache first, and you have to stop eating, by the way. If you have a toothache, that's the first thing you do is stop eating. I'm doing this is going to irritate your tooth more and more. Just something that came to me. So when you are wanting to heal anything, reduce inflammation. In fact, inflammation comes, I think, a lot with our teeth because we're eating too damn much. Eat less or none at all. That's what my brother Elitam Elamim does. He didn't have any inflammation, any problems. Eat less or none at all, and you'll heal everything. So toothache, for instance, stop eating, drink, take oregano oil under the tongue, echinacea, golden seal. There's so many things you can do. That's why if you partner with me for 6 weeks, whatever comes up, I'll help you get rid of it because I've already done it. And you take your hands and you activate all that energy, that good energy that you've produced inside, and you can feel the energy, and you take those hands and you send love to those teeth, that tooth. Poor baby, I love you, tooth. I love you, I love you, I love you. And then you put nothing but good inside your mouth. The tooth will be gone in no time. You don't have to go to some dentist and spend hundreds of dollars, but you do have to love yourself more with your hands, with your habits, no eating, and with rinsing your mouth with things like oregano oil and so forth. And charcoal. We can't even go into all that, but if you partner with me and go to my website, 6 weeks, you get me on call throughout the week, and you learn how to love yourself more. That's what I teach you, is how to love yourself more, which brings in less inflammation and more energy. I saw that one of the things that in this book I'm reading about entities and how she got rid of entities and all that, she said one of the things that shows that you have entities or whatever is you have no energy. You have no energy. Something has stolen your power, your energy. And so what happens, you have to get into alignment with yourself, loving yourself more alignment with the Creator's wisdom, discipline, and letting go of old beliefs. That's part of it. So Higher Learning says she just found my copper bracelet. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, that jewelry has a purpose. It isn't always very attractive or beautiful. It has its own beauty. I mean, I have stones on my silver. I have I love turquoise. The Native Americans knew what they were doing with those stones, and they wore them all the time. We have so much to learn and so many ways to strengthen this temple. And so let's do it together. Let's do it together. Speak words of healing. I am happy, whole, and complete. Just keep that in mind. No matter what happens in your body, inflammation shows up. I am happy, whole, and complete. And don't let that leave your mouth. You don't let it leave your thoughts until your inflammation goes away. Then you'll know that the words have penetrated. Just like the nail polish will penetrate and cause harm and inflammation. When you take that stuff off, and you start letting your words of I am healthy, whole, and complete penetrate, your body responds with, okay, let's do this. No inflammation. You don't need any inflammation, no pain. Just roll with the music. So, okay, so we have we're doing good on time tonight. I didn't want to keep you too long tonight. Higher Learning TV, be sure and join Zelda tomorrow morning at 7 Central on Higher Learning TV show on YouTube with the Female Solution. Always, my sister brings a very calm meditation in the morning and powerful messages of love and truth. So thank you, Zelda, for showing up. And all of you who are here tonight, blessings, love. Sending out all the love that's in my hands. Love, more love, more truth. We are going to do this. We're rising above all the lies and deception, and we're creating our own medical system right here. Just love, full of love. All right. So everybody, on my yogi friends, namaste, satnam, aho to all my native and indigenous brothers and sisters, and ashe o to my synchronistic family. And always shalom. May peace be with you always. Have a great evening. Mwah. Love you.
Penenza pula kukana sa ora Kahus tiki alemik sa ora Azempa haka kepu katarak Adirika hen Tashiya wishu mapasao kawun The fear muda kabili a kalet Papa sad, I knew it was we can pop my garage. I knew I went for Papa lag. I knew I got but you I could get that. I knew could do the culture ain't yet. I knew could do la mother was part of that. I do free Papa that the guy was I knew but now that super do I got the horse. The cook could put it in hot. Yeah, the cook could put